We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Now a play fake. Carr. And trying to get it to runs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to him back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A gain of 3, second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Forced it. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On play action, it's Carr. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. For Nick Chubb, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. The slant complete to Hopkins. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing, Mayfield. The end result, 21 yards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give to Chubb out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Mayfield on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now Chubb running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 11 now. Mayfield to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A The give running right is Chubb, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Chubb. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect, too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's the backup Mariota. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll find Hall. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. 6 yards left on second down. Now Chubb. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. To throw, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. he's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. But he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On the ground, it's Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They run. Chubb. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
122 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Blitzed by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. One final try now for Carr. it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.